Hey everybody, welcome back to another Vincent Vision. Tonight we are celebrating our very last time here at Halloween Horror Nights. One final night in the fog. We're gonna spend the night here, close it out, hang out here, share our thoughts about the haunted houses this year, the event overall, and of course, just spend some time at one of the coolest things here at Universal. So get your black shirts for one last time and get ready for another Halloween Horror Nights episode of Vincent Vision. Watch out. They're walking the night. They get played off with the music. Yeah, they have a whole security detail, those Megans over there. Hey everybody, welcome to another Vincent Vision. Welcome to our last night of Halloween Horror Nights 2023. 48 nights of this lovely event. 46th night for us is our last hurrah. We've been here many times throughout this haunt season. It has been a blast. We're here one last time to check it out, bring you guys along with us, and just like share our thoughts and muse about this year's event, because I mean there's always something to say about every year of Halloween Horror Nights. We're doing it big though, just like how we did with opening night. We have got ourselves some after 11 o'clock express, so we're gonna see all of the haunted houses one last time. Yes, one last time, and maybe I'm gonna probably get a snack or two before the event ends, before all this wonderful food goes away. I mean, we're starting our night strong off already, as you can see. We got to see the Megans finally. That is like the one thing we didn't get to see.
Well, I was gonna say, this is my 9th night going, and every time they're like, oh, nope, actually, not happening.
Yeah,
not
they
happening.
are super elusive. They are like one of the, I would say like, if I only had one bad thing to say about this year's event, it's that the Megans are too darn hard to find, okay? I'm not this is in my living room. I'm not just like sitting around here by Mel's Drive-In for 2 hours waiting for something to happen, all right? But I'm glad we got to see him.
Yes.
It worked out for us, and we got a picture of Ellison cool. right there. There it is. We are going to get this party started. We're going to go start knocking out some haunted houses with our express passes, and just like go through the event and spend one final night here.
And beyond.
Oh, Jungle of Doom. Passing through here to get to the haunted houses in the back. Oh my gosh, I had to stop. I stopped walking because it was so foggy. But now we're out. Whoa! Look out. Oh no!
I literally couldn't see it all. I was like, I'm gonna run into a person or not.
Yeah, that was so dark. Such a pretty scare zone. Always one of the prettiest. I love all the eyes in the trees. Oh God, that was good. They got me. I'll laugh it up. You can't scare people for any longer. A couple more days. Oh, thank you so much. Oh yeah, there it is. The Twisted Tater. Haha. Of course. Don't do that, please. There we go. Oh my God. Take two. Take two. That's what we're talking about. Oh, we got two for the video. Thank you. Woohoo! On the topic of haunted houses this year, I would say overall they were pretty solid, and I think they were the best thing about this year as well. I would have to say my favorites have definitely shifted from the beginning of the event to now. Off the top of my head, my 3 favorite houses this year have been Yeti, The Darkest Deal, and Blood Moon. And it's crazy because some of those, like Darkest Deal at the beginning, I wasn't really super fond of, but now it's like all the way up there to the top. I always like it whenever the original houses of a year are like the ones that I end up liking the most. I feel like that's super exciting. The IPs like Last of Us and Stranger Things for me kind of teeter down to the bottom now that I've gone through them a couple times. Not as cool and maybe not as scary as some of the original ones, but overall a really solid year for the houses, and I would say definitely the strongest suit for Halloween Horror Nights in 2023.
I feel like my opinion on the houses have flipped as well. I've gone to Blood Moon, I would say probably the most out of this event. I don't know. It's really hard to say. I do like The Exorcist though. Now that especially that we have seen the movie and we can compare to the movie to the house, which we couldn't do when we started the event, I do like that add to the house as well, because there's definitely things that happen in the house that didn't quite happen in the movie.
We had our super savory, super salty twisted taters, and now we're washing it off with a Buzz Cola over here in the Springfield area of the park. Really great, like, soda here if you've never had it before. Ooh. We're gonna start off with the haunted houses in the back of the park with our express passes. I know it's kind of a little late for Halloween Horror Nights advice, but there is a way to like knock out all of the houses in the back of the park in a certain order efficiently. That involves starting with Dr. Oddfellow's haunted house at the back, and then the exits of the haunted houses just lead you to the entrance of the next haunted house. So that is what we're gonna do.
You seek the gut-wrenching oddities.
In we go. See you at the end. I'd say one thing that's got even better throughout the season have been the performers in the haunted houses. I always think that like by the end of Halloween Horror Nights, they all kind of figure out the best ways to scare, and really towards the end of the event, I think you're getting some of the best scares. Oddfellow was a great last run. We're now jumping back into the Darkest Deal, one of our favorite houses of this year's event. All right, we're back at Last of Us. Not looking as bad as it was when we did this the first time around.
Veteran supporters, you are just as guilty as the scum you sympathize with. Surrender now and die with dignity.
I hope I'm not saying anything too controversial, but as a big Last of Us fan, I think at the end of the run, it has definitely gone down kind of low on my list, and it was a house that I was like the most excited for before the event started. And I mean, not to say that it's not good, because it is. There's a lot of really great parts, some really awesome sets. I love the bloaters, but you know what? The problem is there's just not enough Joel and Ellie, and I don't want to compare it to the California event because it's not fair, but the California Last of Us haunted house was so good because of all the Joel and Ellie that was in it, and I think we love that about that house, and I kind of wish this version here in Orlando had more of the characters that we wanted to see. So it was just one we never really ended up doing very much because of one, well, the wait, and then two, it just didn't hit that level that I wanted it to hit this year. You know, in fact, leave a comment down below if there are any houses this year that underwhelmed you or maybe didn't meet the expectation. Oh my gosh. Now we are heading into Universal Monsters, a house that I think both of us have enjoyed, and it's kind of stayed in the middle of our list, but I do like it a lot more. I'd say for me, if I have my top three, this is my number 4 right now. Since this is our last time coming to Horror Nights, it only felt right if I tried to get some last-minute snacks and food that I won't be able to get again. But I went over to the Last of Us food booth, and I really wanted to try the Lakeside Meat Stew. I never got around to it. Fortunately, they were sold out for the night. But I was able to head over to Surfer Boy Pizza and get a little bit of Yuri's favorite. I've heard this is a really great dessert. I love peanut butter. This is chocolate cake with peanut butter mousse and Reese's Pieces. All things I enjoy very much. I'm excited to try this, see if it's any good though. Kind of shocked it took me this long to get to it, but it is like super peanut buttery though, but I love peanut butter. If you like peanut butter, you'd love this. Well, you're never gonna have it again, but I like it, so.
They may remake it into something
They might bring
else.
it back, who knows, we'll see.
I did so enjoy hearing all of your screams, and I enjoyed making a deal with so many of you. Do come back and see me soon, won't you? My friends, I will be here, waiting for you. Forever your gracious host, Dr. Oddfellow.
So once we stopped for a little snack, the night became a bit of a whirlwind because we got here at about, like 10:30, and it was already like 1 o'clock or so by the time we had that snack. So we had to kick it into overdrive. Luckily, all the houses at the sound stages had really low waits, so we walked right up with our express pass. Seriously, it was totally dead. Everything was 5-10 minutes. It was super easy, but we got to see all of the haunted houses that we really like this year. We saw all of them except for basically Chucky and Dueling Dragons, which is not to say that we didn't like Dueling Dragons, but I think for me at least, I don't know how Ellison feels, it's kind of ended up being on the lower end of the list for me out of all of my favorites this year. But It's 2 o'clock now. The event is done. We have seen all the haunted houses. We've spent some time in the scare zones, had a little bit of food. Our time here at Halloween Horror Nights 2023 is now come to an end. Whoosh! Then the light would turn off. That'd be cool. I can't actually do that. I don't have that power. But it was a wonderful year. I thought it was a really, really solid year, is what I'll say. I think in the many years that I've gone to Halloween Horror Nights, I wouldn't really say this was like in the top 5 or anything like that, but it had a lot of strong features. It had a lot of strong points to it. The haunted houses being right up there, and Dr. Oddfellow as well. Dr. Oddfellow as an icon, as a character, is so cool. I'm so glad we've got another Halloween Horror Nights icon here at the park. He was a really great character. Love those haunted houses as well. Really solid year. Yeah.
This is my only 4th time coming, but I do always appreciate, you can just tell how dedicated and how much hard work goes into these houses and these actors staying up until past 2 a.m. every night. Maybe more so for me in the last few years. I feel like this year's non-IPs, the creative houses were so strong, all of them. I know Vincent said Dueling Dragons for him was mid. I didn't even go to the land when it was Islands of Adventure, and I loved that house, seeing the 2 dragons there. All the non-IP houses were super strong in my opinion this year. If I had to rank it, I'd put it in the top 2. I'll put it in the top 2. But again, I've only been to 4 years, so it's like in the middle, upper middle.
Okay, Ellison, it is 2:10 in the morning. Do you think it's time to go home? Yeah, it is time to go home and say goodbye to Halloween Horror Nights. What a wonderful year, what a wonderful time, and we hope you guys had fun having fun with us. So thank you guys for watching another Vincent Vision. Please, if you haven't already, be sure to like and subscribe for more Universal videos like this. And we will see you at the next video, which is probably going to be a lot less spooky and scary than this one.
And a little more cheery?
A little more cheery? A little more festive? Who knows? Who knows? A little more Grinchy.
I'm a Grinch.
Bye, guys.
Wah, wah, wah.